Hi, it's Nicole here. Okay, so this question came from one of our Facebook members, and I love it. She said, how do you tuck away the past and move on? And just the way that question's asked, I want you to think about, if I tuck something away, let's say I tuck it away in the basement or in the attic, is it really gone or is it always there? If there's something, because I'm just guessing, but the feel of the question is that there's something from the past that didn't feel good, didn't go down great, something just didn't come together, or somebody said or did something that wasn't nice, you didn't enjoy it, and so now it's left this sort of lingering ickiness, right? Or this sad feeling or disappointment, whatever that emotion is that you want to fill in there. And now it's like, gosh, time has passed. How do I move on from this? How do I really sort of leave this behind me so that I can move on free and clear? And there's really a couple of approaches to that. Not knowing the specifics about this situation, it depends how deep and damaging maybe it felt. There are times where, if I'm working with someone, I can tell that something was just so hurtful to them and so painful that really it's almost like they left a part of themselves behind. And so that takes a little bit different process. Some things a little bit deeper, a little bit out there if it's new to you, but it's called things like soul retrieval. It's literally like a piece of you, your heart broke in that situation. And I like to define it as, in order for you to move forward wholeheartedly, you really need all of those energetic pieces to go with you. If you've ever broken a vase, and all the pieces come apart, you think, oh my gosh, how did those all fit together? But if you're missing just slivers here and there, you'll be able to see the cracks and sort of the damage that was done, right? But if you have all of those pieces and you can put them together, then that's really a healing process and everything just feels whole again. So there is that. There are certainly situations that maybe are not as deep and cutting that have happened, but are just like, ugh, I just want to move on. Things like, I can tell you, there was a situation, in my past where I left a job. It wasn't a pleasant departure. It was sort of a have-to thing for emotional health, and the management was just a little bit crazy and hard to work for because they were so unstable. I never knew who I was coming into. And so when I left, it all felt bad and it felt awful, and I was disappointed because it was really a promotion that I took that brought me to that job. And when I left, it didn't feel good, but when I looked back, I had to give that situation new meaning and purpose. So if there's something in your life that has happened that doesn't, sorry, Miss Buttercup is here all twisted up in her leash, and it doesn't feel good, and it's just something you're like, gosh, I just really wish that I could feel better about this situation so that it didn't bother me anymore. I always like to ask the question, how was that situation perfect for me? And if it's something that doesn't feel good, you might be thinking, but it's not. It wasn't perfect for me at all. It felt terrible. But I want you to ask yourself that, because it didn't just happen to make you sad, miserable, unhappy, disappointed. Everything that happens for us, and this is a mind shift, okay, that everything that happens, good, bad, and ugly, it all happens for you. If you can create new meaning and purpose for whatever that was that happened in your life, to a point where, like, wow, you know what? That job actually taught me how to stand up for myself, taught me how to speak my voice, how to know my value and my worth, and to not be treated that way. And so much so that I said, if you're going to continue this, I'm done. I will not do this. I won't watch people be treated like this, right? So it gave me an opportunity to also stand up for other people and to set an example. And it led me into a path of other opportunities that I would have missed if I had just stayed there and been miserable. So the situation you're referring to, I guess I would ask you to use that question. How is this perfect for me? What gifts did it give me? Then go deeper, right? How did it benefit me? What did I learn from it? What is the meaning and the purpose that I can give this situation? That's where you take power back, because the more you have a situation from the past that doesn't feel good and it feels icky and it continues to, and know this, every time a memory pops up like, oh, I was doing great, why is this coming up now? It's your intuition, your higher self, it's your opportunity, okay, to to bring presence to something and to bring healing and release it by asking yourself, what did this really mean for me? What impact did it make on my life that I can choose? Because I always say, they tell us that everything happens for a reason, but what they don't tell you is you get to pick the reason. You get to decide why that happened in your life. And you will always, yes,